everybody, Michelle Lupton here with a new card video. This card I've made for the Hero Arts blog hop, and we're all making cards using products that are in the Hero Arts Christmas catalogue. So I'm going to be using this Holly Jolly stamp and matching die cut set, plus this Merry stamp and cut set with this gorgeous word die cut. I love these die cuts from Hero Arts. I'm going to be cutting this Merry word out of this shiny gold cardstock that I bought from a paper supplier called Doggett's here in Melbourne. And you know when you push out a die cut from the actual metal bit and you get these little lumps where the holes were in the die cut, the holes that you use to push something out? Well, on this particular cardstock it really shows up. So I'm just using my fingernails to squish down those blobs. So, by the way, usually my fingernails don't look this glamorous, but they're completely fake, by the way. But I had an event yesterday for my choir that I'm in, and I decided I'd go a bit glamorous with my nails. So there you go. And I thought making a Christmas card with nails that match the cardstock that I'm using is pretty good, hey? So the cardstock that I'm using, by the way, for the card base is Stampin' Up! Real Red. And now I've just die cut out those holly leaves from the Hero Arts set, and I'm going to stamp these solid leaf images on top of that die cut using this Hero Arts Ombre ink pad in Lime to Forever Green. Now the idea was that I'd get the palest colour towards the edges of the leaves, so the furthest surface of the leaves, and the darker colour towards the middle. But when you've got three leaves pointing in three different directions, it's a bit tricky to do this. This is why I'm moving the ink pad around so much. But I eventually got there and stamped on top. Now my head gets in the way because you just have to put your head right on top of where you're stamping if you want to get it exactly right, especially when you're stamping right on top of a die cut piece. So yeah, you're going to see the back of my head. Sorry. So there's the stamped image. I'm also going to be stamping these little berry images using Hero Arts Shadow Ink in Red Royal, which this colour matches the Stampin' Up! Real Red cardstock so well. It's just slightly darker, but it's a really, really good match. So, for these holly leaves, I didn't want to use all three. I just wanted to use two. Because for some reason, whenever I draw holly leaves and berries by hand, I always just draw two of the leaves. Now, I mucked around for ages trying to get these leaves and berries and the Merry die cut in the right spot. Honestly, about 5 minutes I had to cut out of this video just of me moving those die cut pieces around all over the place. It's ridiculous. Anyway, now I'm stamping some of the other words from that stamp and cut set. So I've stamped Christmas underneath the Merry, and now I'm stamping Wishing You a above the Merry. And I decided I needed a little bling. I mean, when do you not need a little bling, honestly? But at Christmas time, even more so. So I grabbed out some Stampin' Up! Glimmer paper, and I just love this stuff. It's just so blingy. It's just really, really shiny, shimmery, awesome stuff. And it's not when you want just a little bit of subtle glitter. It's when you want in-your-face glittery glitter. It's that kind of glitter. Now I decided that the red card base needed just a little bit more detail. Needed something interesting there. Not too much, but just something so that it wasn't completely blank. So I got the outline leaf image and I stamped all over that card base with the Red Royal ink. So it left sort of a watermark image, so slightly darker but not in your face detail. So I put that all over the card base. Now I went to stick this white panel on and I realised I got some of the red ink on my work surface. So I've got a little smudge. Can you see that little smudge in the bottom left hand corner of the white panel? Yeah, so Then I realised I don't have to redo this because that's going to be covered up by the holly leaves anyway. So yeah, there's smudges. Who cares? They're going to be covered up. So I use some Tombow Mono Multi glue to add on the glimmer paper. I then just use my tape runner glue, my balloon tape, to stick down the holly leaves. And well, here I'm just cutting off the excess. I realised that my little white strip was a bit too wide for the card, so I cut it off. So again, I'm mucking around with the arrangement of these leaves and berries. It took me so long to figure out exactly where I wanted everything to go, but I think this time I pretty much got it. So I'm holding them in place to make sure I stick them back exactly where it was. Because usually if I try and figure out where something's going to go, I might take a photo of it on my phone. Trouble is, I'm using my phone to actually record this video, so I couldn't do that. So I just had to have it in my head and make sure I got everything in the right spot. So I'm now going to be, after sticking down the berries with the glue tape, I'm going to use the Ranger Multi-Medium Matte to stick down the die cut word Mary, mainly because that's the glue that I have my little needle nose applicator on, the tiny little applicator tip, because if you get too much glue on the back of a die cut of this, it's just going to smush out the sides and make a big mess. So the really, really strong glue in a really, really fine applicator is the way to go. So Multi-Medium Matte is perfect for that. And I took a tip from Jennifer Maguire and bought myself one of those little needle nose applicators for it. All right, so I stuck that down, decided, okay, just the glimmer paper's not enough shimmer. Just about all of my cards I add some Wink of Stella, so I decided the berries and the leaves would get a coat of Wink of Stella. And then I was almost finished the card after adding all this Wink of Stella, but the very, very final step that I decided to do was I thought, square corners, no, need to get out my We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper and round just that top right-hand corner. And then I was done. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you continue on with the blog hop. There are some amazing cards to be seen out there. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.